the price that we've agreed to acquire FirstRand's 25% is largely formula driven. So it's made up of two components. One is we're buying the 25% of the card that we don't own, and simply that's on the basis we acquired the first 55%. So it's the same basis with interest. In addition, we've had in the contract the fact that FirstRand would own 25% of the bank, and in the contract there was a mechanism of what that would be valued. So the combination of the two is 1.8 billion, and to both parties it's largely formulaic based on the previous acquisition and what's in the contract. Kind of a general reasoning check is just trying to show the card's profitability and comparing on a PE ratio to the purchase price, and in that regard it's a fair price, we think, to both parties. So this is largely about them exiting the bank up front, and I think for both parties we think it's the right decision. It wasn't based on cost to income ratio. I mean, it's just simply saying the operating profit of the card is based on FirstRand operating it. Given their scale, obviously when we're a startup, our costs will be higher per unit. So we're not going to see that immediate value, but over time we should with scale be able to get that value. So it's probably a matter of timing and us getting our systems built. So this is about taking the card across from FirstRand's belly onto our own new system. So we're optimistic we can do that, but that's part of building the bank. We had earmarked 1.5 billion to build the bank. In other words, to build the systems and the capabilities. The acquisition of the card and the other issues is separate from that. So the 1.5 billion estimate is largely on track. I don't see us violating that dramatically. So we'd made an estimation of what it would cost us to get to launch, and I think we're kind of thereabouts. So the bank is largely on track and within budget. The environment is highly competitive. First, it should be said, the existing banks are excellent companies. You're not dealing with a sector that's weak. That's the first thing. I think is that there are a number of different potentially new entrants, as we've seen. Most of them are quite segmented into certain parts of the market, it would appear. So I think us coming into a kind of much more of a full-fledged retail offering may be slightly different. But we are entering the market with a clear conviction that our model about engaging people, sharing value, etc., is one that will resonate well. We are always in awe and truthfully respectful of our competitors, especially here, but we kind of keep our head down and focus on if the value proposition is good, clients tend to buy it, so it's as simple as that. But I do think it is a hotly contested environment, but it's also very large, and it's a very large market. This is not a small market, so it's a mix of things, but we've got to be at our best.